Bless your heart. Hello Internet, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Egypt, a place you know. Sure, you expect pyramids, camels, and dramatic desert sunsets, but this isn't your average travel vlog. We're going beyond the postcards, into the wild stories and cultural wonders that make Egypt hilariously extra. Think pharaohs with egos bigger than their pyramids, temples that were ancient shopping malls, and enough old stuff to make your grandma's attic look empty. So buckle up. Things are about to get sandy, confusing, and very sarcastic. Let's get into it before the next sandstorm hits. First up, the Great Sphinx of Giza. You know it. Lion's body, human face, eternal stare, probably wondering where it left its keys. It's iconic, mysterious, and, let's be honest, a giant catman. Imagine the meeting. We need a guardian for the pyramids. One guy, lion body, but with the boss's face. And everyone just nods. But let's address the missing nose. Officially, it's erosion. Unofficially, Napoleon's troops, a Sufi fanatic, or maybe a cosmic accident. The Sphinx isn't saying. I like to think it's the world's oldest botched nose job. Imagine guarding the world's most famous tombs, only for every tourist to ask, "Hey, what happened to your nose?" And the view? The Sphinx now stares directly at a Pizza Hut and KFC, millennia of history, and it's front row for fast food. It's a humbling reminder, no matter how grand your legacy, time might put a drive-thru in your front yard. So don't just see a big cat with a human face. See ambition, mystery, and a silent food critic. The Sphinx has seen it all. Pharaohs, Napoleon, and the guy who dropped his ice cream yesterday. Despite the missing nose and the selfie sticks, it's still breathtaking. It's a survivor, taking the sand, sun, and endless photos with quiet dignity. The ultimate symbol of resilience, or maybe just too big to move. Either way, it's not going anywhere. Here's to the Sphinx, the original hybrid, the poster child for nasal care, and the silent guardian of Giza. It's seen more than any of us ever will, and it's still not talking. Probably because if it did, the first thing it would say is, "Could someone get that camera out of my face?" I haven't been ready for my close-up since 1378, so next time you see the Sphinx, remember, it's not just a monument, it's a legend with a sense of humor, and maybe, just maybe, it's judging your choice of fast food. That's the Sphinx, ancient, mysterious, and a little bit sassy. Now let's move on before it starts charging for photos. Onward. Next stop, the God's Mega Mall. Welcome to Karnak Temple Complex in Luxor. Think of it as the God's Mega Mall. Karnak isn't just a temple, it's a city of temples. Built over 2,000 years by pharaohs trying to outdo each other. It's massive, over 200 acres. You could fit 10 cathedrals inside and still have room for a food court. This was the religious, administrative, and economic heart of ancient Egypt. The main attraction? The Temple of Amun-Ra, surrounded by chapels for other gods, like divine pop-up shops. The Great Hypostyle Hall is a forest of 134 colossal columns, each covered in hieroglyphs bragging about pharaohs' victories. For 2 millennia, every new pharaoh added something. Another pylon, a bigger statue, more sphinxes. The ultimate never-ending renovation. Visiting Karnak is humbling. You wander through these colossal ruins and realize you're just a blip in a story thousands of years long. Karnak isn't just old buildings, it's a monument to faith, power, and the human urge to build something that lasts. It's the world's most epic, anything you can do, I can do better. And honestly, it worked. Karnak is still jaw-dropping. Now let's head to the original celebrity graveyard. Ready? Let's go. Welcome to the Valley of the Kings, the world's first celebrity graveyard. Pharaohs ditched flashy pyramids for secret tombs, hoping to outsmart tomb robbers. Spoiler, it didn't work. For 5 centuries, this sun-baked valley was the ultimate afterlife address. They carved elaborate tombs deep into the rock, underground palaces decorated with vibrant art and hieroglyphs. It's like a comic book for the afterlife, with gods, demons, and magical spells guiding the king's soul. But let's be real, it was also about status. Oh, your tomb has 3 corridors? Cute, mine has 5 and a star ceiling. Even in death, pharaohs were keeping up with the Rameses. Despite all the secrecy, most tombs were looted. Turns out, hiding your grave is tough when thousands of workers know where it is. That's why Tutankhamun's tomb is so famous. It was one of the few found intact, hidden under rubble and missed by robbers. Howard Carter's 1922 discovery was like finding the one unlocked car in a parking lot of broken windows. Today the valley looks like a giant organized gopher colony, just holes in the ground. But descend into a tomb, and you're surrounded by art that's waited in the dark for over 3,000 years. Some tombs are sprawling, others compact, each telling a unique story, not just of the pharaoh but of the artisans who created these masterpieces. The Valley of the Kings is more than a cemetery, it's an underground art gallery, and a testament to Egypt's obsession with eternity. They believed you could take it all with you, and they spared no expense for a first-class journey to the afterlife. It's proof that even thousands of years ago, people were dying to get into the most exclusive neighborhood. So if you visit, remember you're walking through history's most exclusive VIP lounge. And the dress code? Eternal. Next up, a pharaoh with a serious size complex. Let's head south. Because subtlety was never Ramesses' thing. Onward to Abu Simbel. You won't believe your eyes. Trust me. Welcome to Abu Simbel, where Ramesses II carved his ego into a mountain. Ramesses the Great wanted to be remembered, so he built two massive temples on Egypt's southern border. The main temple? 4 colossal statues of himself, each taller than a 6-story building. His family? Barely knee-high by his feet. It's the ancient world's most epic look-at-me moment. The temple was a power move, intimidating neighbors and declaring, "I am basically a god, don't mess with me." Inside, more giant statues of Ramesses as Osiris, and walls covered in "I totally won the Battle of Kadesh" carvings. Historians say it was a draw, but Ramesses disagrees. The real showstopper, twice a year, the rising sun shines through the temple, illuminating the inner sanctuary, except for Ptah, the god of darkness, who stays in the shade. That's architectural flexing. Not satisfied with one temple, Ramesses built a second for his favorite wife, Nefertari. But even there, his statues outnumber hers. He photobombed his own wife's temple. The most incredible part? In the 1960s, the temples were nearly lost to Lake Nasser. UNESCO led a global effort to cut the temples into blocks and move them to higher ground, preserving the solar alignment. They literally moved a mountain to save these monuments. So when you stand before Abu Simbel, you're seeing two marvels, ancient ego and modern engineering. Ramesses wanted to be remembered forever, and thanks to UNESCO, he got his wish. Abu Simbel is proof that ambition, ancient or modern, can move mountains. It's jaw-dropping, humbling, and a little bit ridiculous. But that's Egypt for you. Now let's head back to Cairo for the world's fanciest lost and found. Because what's a trip to Egypt without a little treasure hunting? Ready for some serious bling? Let's go. Welcome to the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, the ultimate lost and found of civilization. Forget sleek displays. This place is a glorious, overflowing treasure chest, statues in hallways, sarcophagi lining the walls, and display cases packed with priceless artifacts. It's sensory overload in the best way. You could spend a week here and still not see everything. Every corner reveals another jaw-dropping piece of history, ancient board games, chariots, even mummified pets. Yes, you can see a mummified crocodile, because obviously you need your emotional support reptile in the afterlife. The star attraction, the Tutankhamun collection. Howard Carter's find fills a huge part of the museum. Golden thrones, shrines, and the legendary death mask, over 22 pounds of solid gold. Seeing it in person is surreal. The mask stares back with a calm that's captivated the world for a century, and that's just the mask. Tut was buried in 3 coffins, the innermost made of 240 pounds of gold. That's not a coffin, it's a retirement plan. No wonder tomb robbing was a popular career. Beyond the gold, you can meet the royal mummies, actual pharaohs, including Ramesses II, lying peacefully in glass cases. It's a weird, moving experience, staring at the face of someone who ruled 3,000 years ago. The museum is a powerful reminder. These were real people, not just names in a textbook. They lived, ruled, built, and planned for eternity. The Egyptian Museum brings all that history together under one roof. You won't find your lost sunglasses here, but you'll find a new appreciation for ancient Egypt's scale and artistry. It's the world's greatest collection of things people left behind, and what a collection it is. Now let's wrap up our tour, because Egypt is so much more than just pyramids. Ready for the final word? Let's do it. And there you have it, 5 of Egypt's most incredible wonders, and we barely scratched the surface. We've seen a noseless catman, a divine mega mall, a celebrity graveyard, a monument to one man's ego, and the world's fanciest lost and found. If you still think Egypt is just pyramids and camels, maybe rewind and pay attention, or just stick to cat videos. For the rest of you, thanks for joining this sarcastic tour of antiquity. If you had fun, subscribe and hit the bell for more adventures. Let me know in the comments. Which ancient wonder would you visit first? Until next time, stay curious and don't let anyone carve your face onto a lion's body. It's just weird.